subject today, I would like to use this is that.
All right.
This is that. In these particular scriptures, especially in the book of Joel, Joel begins to prophesy about things that were going to come to pass, things that the children of Israel needed to look forward to, because God was going to even do more than what he had done and show more than what he had shown in his previous actions toward them. One of the amazing things that I have come to find out about this walk with God is that there are times when each of us get into certain areas in life, and sometimes I believe that we forget about the supernatural power of God, how God is able to do supernatural things. I think sometimes we get so caught up in this life and so caught up in the happenings that are going on around us that we sometimes so heavily depend on ourselves and depend on the physical things of mankind, and sometimes we depend on solely on things that we can touch, feel, and see, and sometimes it is hard for us to believe that God is so able to do supernatural things in our lives. We got an enemy of our soul that's trying his best to wipe you out, that's trying his best to make sure that you do not accomplish the goal that God has in mind for you. And God knows that you were born in sin and shapen in iniquity, which means that you got some contaminants inside of you. You got some issues on the inside of you that if God don't help you with, these issues are going to wipe you out. That's why the book says that the thief comes not but for to kill and to steal and to destroy. But Jesus said, I am come that you might have life, and that more abundantly. So how then do I get to that abundant life? How then do I deal with the stuff that's on the inside of me that don't seem to want to let me go, that don't seem to want me to make it, that every time that I seem like I'm on the right track, I end up falling backwards? How do I deal with this thing that in my mind, when I think that I'm headed right, my mind starts messing up? When I think that I got peace, when I think that I got some joy, when I finally figure out some things and I feel like that I got this thing handed now, it seems like something happens that throws everything off whack. What am I going to do about this stuff that I feel on the inside? How am I going to deal with the hurts and the pains? How am I going to deal with all the shame of my life? What am I going to do with this feeling that I'm having when I realize that where I want to go but I can't seem to get there? Or preacher, what am I going to do about all this stuff that I feel, the anger, the bitterness, the hatred that I feel? What am I going to do about this? I know that you're telling me, God, that you're telling me to move forward. You're telling me that you have come to give me life. You're telling me that you want to give it more abundantly, and I see it there, but I'm struggling with some stuff. How do I deal with this drinking? How do I deal with this smoking? How do I deal with this man? How do I deal with this woman? What am I going to do about the feelings that I have on the inside when I know that they're wrong, but I just don't have the strength to fight them? I know that they're wrong, but every time when I make my mind up that I've had enough, it seems like something just stirs up on the inside of me and make me go right back to where I said I wasn't going to go. How am I going to deal with this? I know what you're saying, preacher, but how can I deal with me? Because I've had issues from childhood, and I got messed up by other folk, and every time when I thought I was in a relationship, they messed me up, they betrayed me, they caused me all kinds of problems, and now here I am trying to get myself together, and every time when I think I got myself together, I find myself falling right back in the ditch that I crawled out of. I know what you're saying, preacher. It sounds good, and it sounds good. I know what God did. I go back and I read the story. I see how he opened up the Red Sea. I see how he sent manna down from heaven. I see how he was a pillar of fire by night, and I see how he was a cloud by day. But what is he going to do for me? How can I deal with the issues that I got to deal with? I got problems here that I can't seem to get rid of. I got areas in my life that I can't seem to shake up. What am I going to do about this? I'm born in sin. I'm shaped in iniquity. I got things here that I can't seem seem to shake off. I thought when I grabbed them, when I got ready to let them go, that I was going to be easy, but it wasn't that easy. I'm coming to church, I'm hearing all this stuff, but I can't seem to get it together. I leave here feeling pretty good. I think I got it going on, y'all. I heard a good sermon. The choir was singing. The musician was right on target. And I felt the power of God. But 2 hours later, after I leave, I find myself going and get stuff that I said I wasn't going to do again. Oh, wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this? I got good gospel news for you. I got good news for you. I know a man from Galilee that if you're in sin, he can set you free. I know a man, his name is Jesus. He was God manifest in the flesh. He was Emmanuel, God with us. He was all God, but he was all man. He came here just to know, just to let you know that I know what you're dealing with. The Bible says that he was tempted in all matters, just like we are, but yet without sin. What are you saying, preacher? Does God know what I'm dealing with? Yes, God knows. He knows because he came down here, wrapped himself in human flesh, and lived among us so he can see what you're dealing with. So God said, I will not leave you comfortless. He said, I'll come to you. What are you saying, preacher? He said, when I go away, I've got to go away. Because if I don't go away, then I can't send the comforter back. He said, I'm going to go away, but I'm going to send you myself in another form. Y'all hearing what I'm saying? I'm going to come back and live inside of you. It's going to be me, but it's going to be in another form called the Holy Ghost. I'm going to give you power to tread on serpents. I'm going to give you power to overcome the enemy. I'm going to give you power to say no and mean it. I'm going to give you power to look the devil in the eye and say, you used to have me, but you ain't got me no more. You tried to get me, but I got away. Clap your hands, somebody, and give God some just a minute. They saying that the Holy Ghost went out with the apostles. The devil is a lie. It's still here. It is still needed. Now more than ever. Can I talk like I feel? Too many folk saying that tongues don't exist no more. But I came to tell somebody that it had not been for the Holy Ghost, I don't know where I'd be right now. So when I live out and I find out that people that once used to be in the club on Saturday night, but they're at home or they're in church, what are you saying? This is that. Can I talk like I feel? When I know somebody that used to drink, but they don't drink no more. This is that. Can I talk like I feel? When I talk to somebody that used to be out on the street, that used to sell their bodies, but now they got it wrapped up and they're living for Jesus. This is that. That was spoken of the prophet. What happened? They went to a meeting one night and their heart just wasn't right. But something got a hold of them. Something changed their mind. Something changed their heart. It's called the Holy Ghost. It's not just a religion, but it's power. Anybody in here experience that power? It's power to do the right thing. It's power to walk the right way. It's power to sit upright. It's power to say the right stuff.